Do you want to know how to paint fire, get the most pop out of your yellow, and do some zenithal priming? Well, they're all going to be answered in this video. Heyo, fellow plastic painter, and welcome to the Paint It Plastic Show, where I answer your miniature painting questions. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Charles, and I help beginner miniature painters learn to save time and money by teaching them to paint fast and effective. So let's get into it. First on our hit list is, how do you paint fire? So when you paint fire, you want to paint yellow as the base, then you want to go up to orange and then up to red. That's the natural progression of actual fire. If you're like me, and you're just in the habit of highlighting from darkest to lightest, and just assume that's how fire looks because you haven't seen a fire in a long time, then you'll end up with a miniature that doesn't quite look right, like my Balrog from Journeys in Middle-earth. I didn't do that right. Next up is, what is the best undercoat for yellow? So a lot of people have trouble painting yellow. It's a tough color. Having an undercoat of black is not great. It's just gonna be super tough to put that yellow on there. Having an undercoat of gray is also not great either, but it's a little better than the black. Having an undercoat of white, personally, I've never really had any trouble with that. I know some people do. Some people, even with white, depending on the paint they're using, can be tough to get that yellow to pop, to really get it to get on there in the two thin coats. So what's actually cool is that you can do a pink undercoat, and pink actually really makes yellow pop too. So that's really awesome. You can get pink primers of all sorts. If you're looking for like rattle can primers, the company Krylon, they have a whole bunch of different pinks, and they have a whole range of color primers. So you want to check them out if you're looking for a rattle can, but there's also just painting pink on as an undercoat. After you've primed, you paint on pink and then paint the yellow over top of that. You can go that route, and then I believe there are plenty of airbrush primers in pink as well. Question of the video, do you have trouble getting yellow to pop on your miniatures? Or do you have no problem and you've never heard of paint primer before? Leave a comment down below, and if you're getting any value out of this video, leaving a like really helps out as well. Alright, so someone has asked, what is zenithal priming? Priming in zenithal is to kind of create a natural light and shadow effect in your prime right away before you even put a paint to your miniature. What you do is you prime in black on your miniature, then you take gray and you spray on like a 45-degree angle all around the miniature. You don't want to cover your black entirely, but don't worry if like most of it does get covered up. Then lastly, you take your white primer and you spray straight down. Just straight down. You don't want to cover up all the gray or the black or whatever. You just prime straight across. And what it should give you an effect of is that it goes from light to mid-tone to dark on your miniature naturally. So when you apply your two thin coats, you're going to have natural highlights. Also, if you're going to wet blend with your miniature, you can use the primer as a guideline for when you're going to blend in what colors and block in what colors. So that's really cool too. One good thing you can do is if your white didn't get enough coverage, or you feel like your miniature is still too dark, you can take some white paint and dry brush the miniature. Just give it a light little dry brush, and the white should pick up any raised edges and stuff, so that should help out with your highlights later on as well. Did any of those answers help you? If any of them did, please leave a like. If you have questions that you want answered in the next video, leave a comment down below. And if you really liked it, I make videos like this all the time, as well as specific breakdowns of certain techniques, or painting certain sections, or even painting certain miniatures. So you want to subscribe for that. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. You always get notified when I publish one. Share this video with anybody that maybe has questions about these things that I've touched on in this video. But most important of all, remember to get it to the table and have a good day.